One last time. When I say click clack, y'all say boo. Click clack. Click clack. Click clack. You score and you don't press. You coming out. We're gonna get somebody in there to understand what we're doing. We're gonna pack on 3. 1, 2, 3. Down the middle. There he go. There he go. There he go. There he go. You can't stop him. You can't stop him. You can't stop him. You can't stop him. You cannot stop him. You cannot stop him. That's a bad one there now. Yeah, that's a bad.
Sorry, Mama. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to our channel, Jackson's in the Fast Lane. Make sure you share, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. That way, every time we upload content, you will be notified. All right, y'all. So today's video is gonna be about marriage. So we know that marriage has tons of subtitles up underneath it, and today we're gonna talk about, the question is there a certain time to get married? Or yeah, is there a certain time to get married? Would you be getting married too soon if you're dating somebody a month in and you get married 2 months later? Like, when is the right time to get married?
Right time. That's a good question. Right.
Yeah, when is the right time? Like, is there a right time?
Right. That question based on what a person expecting out of the marriage. You know what I mean? When you say when is the right time, are they expecting a successful one? One that's gonna last like it's supposed to for the rest of y'all lives. Well, then the right time is once you fully know each other. You know what I mean? You gotta fully know each other for you to be able to walk into it knowing, all right, this gonna work. Because the biggest problem is a lot of people don't even know themselves.
Okay. So the problem that we're seeing in today's world is that so many men and women, they want it so bad, so they're willing to just skip. You know what I mean? Just skip all the bases.
That's your first mistake.
And
you can't just do it because you
go
want
to home run.
You can't do it because you want it.
Just so they can get that title. Whoo, boom, I did it. You know what I mean? And for me, like, I've always advised other women that if you haven't worked on the kinks, ironed out those kinks within your relationship, and then you decide to jump the gun and get married, what are you gonna expect? You know what I mean? What do you expect after you get married? Nothing is gonna change.
That's right.
You're both gonna be the same people because you haven't taken the time to work.
That's right. That's the truth. And it has to be like I said, that's the first mistake. Your reason. Are you doing it? You gonna know when it's time. Ain't nobody gonna have to tell you. It ain't gonna have to be mentioned. It ain't gonna have to be brought up by one or the other. You gonna know when it's time. You gonna know like, yeah. And I can't speak for a woman because I'm a man. But I can speak from a man's point of view that for a man, the only true reason a man gonna be ready to spend the rest of his life with a woman, and I'm talking about he truly feel this way, he truly know this the person. The biggest thing, like I said, it ain't gonna be because she pretty, it ain't gonna be because she fine, it ain't gonna be because she cool or she do what I like to do. No, that ain't gonna be the reason at all.
Right.
It's gonna be because she challenges you to be a better version of yourself.
And you should absolutely want that. Like, I mean, on both ends, you should absolutely want that. You know?
That's the biggest thing. So you gotta know going into it why there's no, you can't even look at it as I want it so bad. No, right there you going all
And you
wrong.
know what? You just made me think about something. So, like when you say that all of those, pretty da 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 reasons don't mean anything, it's because the person makes you a better version of you. Some people sees that as a challenge negatively. And I think that you have to be mature enough
There you go.
to receive that.
There you go. You have to want to do better. So it all starts, all right, so now let's rewind. First of all, growth and development within a person starts with yourself. Let's talk about, first of all, like I said, a lot of people, I said this and we kind of brushed past. A lot of people try and get married when they don't even know their self. You can't get married if you don't know yourself.
Right.
You ain't going nowhere if you don't know yourself. So first things first, you got to know yourself. You got to be able to look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself when you right or when you wrong or what you need to improve on. So once you do that, that's when you will take constructive criticism, not even just from a woman or your partner.
Yeah, because
just from
especially with
anywhere.
women, like it seems like most men, they don't know how to receive it. It's like they're just immediately defensive.
Yeah. I mean, that's people in general. That ain't just men. That's everybody. Everybody in general, they just naturally don't really want to hear your advice because nobody want to face their flaws.
There you go.
Don't nobody want to face their flaws, so you can never grow if you don't face your own flaws and try to fix
We're
it.
going to be touching some feelings right there with that one.
No, it shouldn't touch no feelings because it's
Yeah,
reality.
yeah,
No,
it's reality. But the thing is that the message is to help empower these marriages, these engagements, soon to be new unions, because nobody's perfect, and not even us. We're not perfect.
No,
but at the
don't
same
claim to
time,
be either.
it's trial and error. You've been there, done certain things, so you're able to help other people. And when I say touch feelings, I say that simply because sometimes we just not ready. When you talk about maturity, sometimes people just not ready to say, okay, let's look in the mirror, let's really sit down, let's really just iron out, hash out what's the problem. You have to be able to just sit down and be a grown-up about it, be a grown-up about these things, and understand that it's okay to get help. It's okay to receive positive feedback from somebody else to help you to prosper.
Especially, see, with me, I love to learn from somebody else's situation or mistake before I go through it.
Heck yeah.
So if somebody else is in that position and they speaking on it, I'm all ears because you done experienced it.
Yeah.
So that just as a person, but like I say, it all starts with as an individual. You gotta be willing. You gotta want to change. Can't nobody change nobody. Nobody. You can push, you can pull, you can suggest, but it starts with that person. That person gotta want to do better or want to do different. First of all, all right. Now you looked in the mirror. You want to be pushed. You want to do different. Me, I'm the type. I don't. I mean, constructive criticism can only help you. You gotta listen, whether you want to hear it or not.
Right.
And that goes not even just within your household.
That's just with
Anything.
anything in day-to-day living.
You gotta be open
Period. I
to it.
mean, just with anything.
Man, you
A
gotta be
person,
able.
if you don't know, it's the only way you're
You
gonna
only know.
learn.
You don't know what you don't know. That's one of the realest things you ever hear.
You don't know what you don't know.
You might think you know, but you have no idea. You have no idea. There's different people and experience different things. So me, I try to take, pull, and listen. You know, I might hear other people talking about something I never experienced, but I'm listening.
Right.
I'm listening. So if that ever come across my plate,
Soak
I
it in.
understand what I'm looking for,
Free
what's
game.
going on here.
It's free game.
See, that's the problem. But, you know, so like you say, when the question is there a time period or is it too early? Yes. Yes. You can't get married after a month. You can. I mean, legally, yeah, you can. But you can't expect it to last.
Right.
You can't expect it to last. It's
Or-
not going to last. You
or-
can't learn to love somebody along the way.
Or or let's say that it does last, but you're gonna live in misery. You're gonna live
Both
in
of
a
you.
great deal of pain.
Both of y'all. Because that goes back to, like you're saying, why? Why are you doing it? But obviously, I don't know your reasoning, but if you're doing it that fast, you're doing it for the wrong reason.
Wrong reason.
You can't say, I want to spend the rest of my life with this person and only this person after a couple months. You can't. It's impossible. We're all people. We all have flaws. And like I say, in the beginning of a relationship, both people are stepping around each other,
Right.
trying not to push the wrong buttons or trying not to let you see their flaws. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's the first thing. So you got to get past that hump in a relationship before you even really truly start to get to know each other.
Right.
So yeah, it's a time. You're going to know when it's time. It ain't have to be brought up.
Yeah, because, I mean, why? The thing about it, you got to ask yourself, why jump the gun and get married too soon and then live a stressful life? When you could have took that same time to get to know the person and did it the right way, you know?
Just let it come. It's
Let
gonna come.
it just come. Let it just unroll naturally. You know, I think that you voluntarily brings all types of unwanted issues into your marriage when you do that.
They jump the gun. Yeah. First, you got to know each other. Second, you're going to feel like you can't live without each other. That's when you're going to know, all right, now it's time. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, from my personal experience, you know, even though we got married real young,
We did.
we still knew it was time. Because you got to think, we've been married 11 years, but we've been together 16 years. Our oldest son will be 14 in December.
2 days before Christmas.
So
Yep.
even though we got married, we've been married 11 years. We've been together 16 years. So we know each other. You know, we really know each other. Ins, outs, what this person thinking, what's rubbed you wrong, what we know that. We know all that. You know, we friends, we family, we all of the above. So that's what's gonna make ours work. That's what's gonna make our relationship last and withstand the test of time. But it ain't gonna be easy. And that's another thing people have to understand. Even when you get married at the right time, like you done put in the time, it'll be easy because you gotta understand it's two individuals with different beliefs, different ways of life, different outlooks on life. You know, no two people were born under the same roof. So you're gonna be accustomed to one thing, I'm accustomed to something else. So you gotta work through all of that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's gonna be your everyday struggle, period, no matter what, in the beginning. But once you come to know each other and you get over that, it's a beautiful thing. It's really, because it's easier. Life is just much easier on top of the way it feels, the way it goes. But it's just so much easier, you know, when you hold, because now it's two of y'all.
You can be yourself.
Yeah.
You can be yourself. You know, you really can just let your hair just hang down. You know, you be yourself.
Two people in one house.
You know, just chill.
Fight for the same thing. It just makes life so much easier. Just everything. Just bills, goals, whatever. You want to start businesses, or you got somebody that's there with you, truly there with you in the fight. It's so much easier to start anything, do anything.
Yep.
So it's a beautiful thing, but there's definitely a too early moment. And the world got to stop doing that.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I think they said it's 55 or 65% of marriages end in divorce. Well, there go your reason. That's your reason why. You got people
Yes,
just
that's
jumping.
definitely one of the reasons.
That's one of the major.
That's one of the
contributors.
major reasons why the percentage is so high, and the divorce rate is so high in marriages because, you know, we as an adults are jumping the gun. You know, we're wanting this title, this commitment so bad, so we're just willing to just skip over all of the steps, and you know, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You cannot just say you want a cake and without baking it.
It don't work like that. It don't work like that. But partial of blame is social media. 'Cause
Oh
the
my
world,
God.
everybody was already image conscious.
Yes, Lord.
And everybody always kind of worried about what people thought. Now it's kind of like with social media, everything is a competition.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
for sure.
So people live for titles. People live for titles. A lot of people live for a title. Like that means so much to just be able to call yourself this or that. But in all actuality, it don't mean nothing. And that title don't mean nothing on the job, in your household. Nothing. That's just a word.
It's just a
You know,
word.
If it ain't right, it ain't right.
His word.
It ain't right, it ain't right. So that's part of the blame. You got people jumping the gun just so they could, like I said, everything competition to show your friends or to show this, I'm doing this. No, live within
Because people want to be recognized. They want to be recognized for something.
No, live within yourself.
You know, and
Live within
it's
yourself.
sad, but that's where the world has come to.
That's
You
where
know,
we at.
people want to be congratulated for everything they do, and you know what? And that probably goes back to what we were saying earlier. You know, you don't know what you don't know, and just being raised because it probably has a lot to do with when they were children.
Most of life has most to do with
So-
when you were children.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, mostly that's
So they're seeking that attention.
So everybody unconsciously as an adult kind of does things based on when they were children. That's why it's so important to raise your children the right way. Because everybody, you unconsciously move throughout, especially your 20s and early 30s, just kind of moving about with what you were taught. You know what I'm saying? Because it all goes back. You don't know what you don't know. You know what I'm saying? So if you were not taught as a child what love is or how marriage is supposed to look, you don't know.
Right.
You don't know. And if you went as a child without attention, then a lot of people seek that.
They're gonna
as an
seek
adult.
that attention. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's why you got people. And Cardi B and Offset made a song. They do anything for clout. People chase it. It's a drug. Attention is like a drug.
Yeah.
People crave it. They need it. They want attention. Whereas
It's very sad.
For us, for example, you know, it ain't like that. You know what I mean? When you on your social media, it's really truly to promote, you know, whatever business ventures we got going on. And you might share a little bit of your day to day, but you're not on there, you know, 24/7. You ain't on there saying, I woke up to pee last night. You know what I mean?
Right.
You got people that share their every move, every thought with the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? When really nobody even cares. But that's a subject for another day. But we don't live like that. I have zero social media. And you have yours, but you don't use it. Yours is used more for the right way. You know what I'm saying? But everybody else, they just use it as an outlet for attention. You know, you got people get in a car accident, and the first thing they do is they take pictures of their vehicle and start posting it.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got people at funerals
Oh
taking
my
pictures
God.
with dead bodies.
Yeah. That there is at an all-time high of just all types of level of disrespect. I mean, come on.
Nothing is private. And social media gave everybody
Nothing
a
is
voice.
intimate anymore.
No.
Like it's,
Social media gave everybody a voice. Everybody think they're a celebrity. Everybody wants to be a star. Everybody wants attention. So what that has caused is like what you see in the world. That's what you see. You see too many people getting married way too early. You know what I mean? Because people want it so bad. They see the next person got it, they want it. You know what I mean? But you don't know what the next person went through to get to that level that they're at. That's what you have to understand. You weren't there with them in the beginning, in the middle, for them to get where they're at. So you gotta understand it's hard work. It's work because you're not living for yourself no more.
And you know what? And those new ways of the world, it's just brainwashing our people.
Oh,
It's just
yeah.
brainwashing our
Oh
people.
yeah, yeah.
You know, it's just monkey see what monkey do.
Yeah, that's the world. Monkey see, monkey do. Whatever you see the next person do, that's what you do. That's what everybody does. But they don't even know why. You know what I mean?
No.
It's different if you have a purpose or you're doing it because you're good at that also. But it's something totally different if you just copying. You just doing it because you want to
Just
be a part.
because.
You want to be a part of the trend.
It's
Wanna be a part
really
of the trend.
just.
But see, that like I said, that's a story now. That's a story we can have for another day.
Yeah, man.
Because boy,
We got some. Listen. Just stay tuned.
yeah, stay tuned.
Just stay tuned.
But
Just
yeah,
stay tuned.
But basically, to get back to our topic, yeah, there is a way too early. It could be 4 years and it could be too early.
Yeah, most definitely.
You know what I mean?
Most
It could
definitely.
be
4 years. That's
and
yeah.
be too early. Each relationship has its own life. You know what I mean? Going on. So these two group of people might take longer to reach that point. But I can certainly tell you, you ain't gonna get there in a year, no matter who you are. No matter who you are. There's no way you ready to say I'm ready to spend the rest of my life with this person, only this person, after 1 year. That's impossible. That's a lie. You lying to yourself, you lying to each other, and you lying to the Lord. Y'all need to cut it out. They don't work like that.
No, it don't work like that,
It
man.
don't work like that. Not for it to be successful. You know, you gotta get to know each other first. I mean, really, fully get to know each other. That's first things first.
And you know what? And that also makes me think about too. You know, when we marrying too early, and it's not only just marrying too early. You got to think about those couples that are bringing children along into these
Yeah,
marriages.
see now
you know-
that's what keep the cycle going.
Yeah.
Because now you're bringing a child into a dysfunctional home.
Oh.
So now that child, he or she grows up thinking that's normal.
Yeah, but also, what type of stress you putting that child through?
That's what
You're
I'm
not
telling
giving
you.
this child no time. You
Yeah.
just popping up on a boom. We gonna get married tomorrow. Come on.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So that's why it's an endless cycle that needs to be broken. Yeah, you gotta get to know each other first. You gotta both be willing to work through your flaws. Cause we're all flawed.
Oh yeah.
We're all flawed.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? One way or another. You both have to be willing to work through your flaws. And you still both have to be willing to accept that I'm not going to fully agree with everything you think. You're not going to ever fully agree with everything I think. And that's fine. As long as we know how to talk about it and work through it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the biggest thing. But marriage can be a real beautiful thing if it's right for the right reason between the right people. Because you got to be compatible for one. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I think it's just one of those things that you just gotta just take your time.
You need the right person. You
Take those right channels, right steps. Just take your time. Don't be in a rush. It's a slow, gentle process.
Yeah, because you got to think it's not a sprint. It's a marathon because we're talking about the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it ain't something that's going to happen overnight. It ain't going to happen in 2 months. It ain't going to happen in a year. It don't work like that because you can't make a decision in 4 months that's going to affect the rest of your life. And that's with anything.
All right, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed today's conversation. I know it was a little bit strong, but listen. Grown folks, tune in. If you're looking for advice, looking for guidance in relationships, tune in. It's a must see, must hear. If you haven't done so already, make sure you share, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You don't want to miss this content. We will be back with more marriage topics. All right, y'all. Peace out.